So it is Wednesday once again, and this week's Top 5 Wednesday is Top 5 Required Reading.
So this is stuff that you had to read for school that you actually ended up adoring.
Number 1, not surprisingly, Shakespeare.
Woo!
I loved A Midsummer Night's Dream. Loved. It was just so complicated. You had to pay attention about who loves who, and what's going on where.
Who wants revenge on who?
And yeah, it's so interesting on the nature of love, and just.
I read it in high school because I was in a performance of it in high school.
Lucky.
I was Puck. I still have chunks up here. Yeah, fun. If you have not read this play, go read it. It's great.
Or find a production. I'm sure anything out there is amazing. It's just so silly and upbeat and fun. I love it.
Next on our list is Monkey Beach, and it is a Canadian book that I read for first year university in my reading fiction class, and oh my god, this book is amazing. It's kind of urban fantasy, but not urban fantasy because it takes place on the fringes of society. Oh my god, it's so good. So it's almost like the main character kind of has the sight, and so she sees everything, and very few other people do. And her brother has gone missing at sea, and her family has gone out to join the search party, but she stayed behind to hold the base. But she gets this weird idea that he's probably at Monkey Beach, which is somewhere that they went when they were kids. So she gets in a boat to go to Monkey Beach to try and find her brother. And as she's going there, she's having all these flashbacks, and everything kind of leads up to this point, and it deals with a lot of stuff. And it is so good. It is one of my favorite books ever. Next on our list is The Life of St Guthlac, and it is a hagiography, the life of a saint, and I loved it because St Guthlac was kind of a barbarian kind of warlord guy, and eventually he finds Christ and God, and he becomes a saint, and he moves away from society into this little swamp, makes his house on a barrow, and has to fight all the demons in the barrow. And they drag him down to hell and everything, and he gets rescued by an angel. But the thing about this that's so great is he has miracles and unmiracles. So, he helps someone, he heals someone. And then the next day he's oh, this bird stole this thing. And he goes and he finds the thing and he brings it back to the guy. And it's just, it's so weird because it's kind of like normal things that anyone would do. So it's oh, he does all these awesome things. But he also kind of putters around and does boring things. And he gets dragged to hell. But he's tending a garden. It's so good and weird in such a fascinating way. It's they're trying to ground all these miracles in the real world by having him do normal things. That's brilliant.
Next on our list is called The Last Miracle at Little No Horse. And this is actually kind of another First Nations book, where this one woman she's running away from her home, and she kind of gets swept away in this flood, and she ends up on this reservation. But she ends up on this reservation dressed as a man, and she kind of gets accepted as their new priest on this reservation. And so a lot of weird things have happened. There's this one murder. This one woman who is suspected of the murder kind of gets taken as a saint. She has visions of Satan who comes to her as this black dog. It's a very magical realist book because weird things just happen and people just kind of accept it as fact. But it's about her, but it's also about the people on the reservation, the relationships with each other, this murder that's happening, and it kind of goes through history. I mean, she's not decided that she's going to live her life fully as a man. She kind of falls in love at one point. So all these random things are going on, but it's excellent, well-paced, really weird. It just works as a book. So it's called The Last Miracle at Little No Horse by Louise Edrich. I think I'm pronouncing that right.
The last on our list is A Doll's House by Henrik Ibsen. Henrik Ibsen is my most favorite playwright ever. He just deals with stuff in such clever, wonderful ways. It's so good.
In this particular story, set in Sweden or Norway, I can't remember, you country up there, you know. There is a woman named Nora. She is married to a man named Torvald, and she has borrowed money without her husband's permission, and she's trying to pay it back. She also has a friend who's a doctor who kind of tries to, like, help her out and is just, like, her confidant, and he's suffering from syphilis.
Syphilis plays, like, a huge role in all of his plays.
Yeah, it's kind of a story about her trying to, like, fit into this family role and take care of her kids and, like, please her husband, and just how that works out and whether she's a bad mother. Tons of issues that kind of that were very popular at the time.
So those were our top 5 favorite things that we were forced to read in school, but actually, like, came to love
a lot.
Like, deeply.
Yeah. So good on those professors who assigned them.
So what was your favorite thing that you read in high school, university, college, kind of deal? Tell us about it in the comments.
And yeah, if you liked our videos, subscribe.
Yes.
See you later, guys.